And Blacksburg's band and students are getting into it here. Liam Minna looks to his right, looks to his left. He approaches the ball, and we are underway. Minna drives it all the way back to about the 2-yard line. At the 2-yard line, it's returned by Isaiah Odell. Odell's across the 20, and he's met there by a host of Bruins. Maybe gets up to about the 22. It looks like first one in for the Bruins was number 15, Jace Eldridge, as well as let's see, I don't have a 68 on our
I believe that's old Caden Deeb out there.
Is that
Brad?
Caden Deeb?
Yep.
Okay, Caden Deeb in on that tackle. It's changed numbers on us. Pulaski breaks the huddle. They've got double wings. Wing goes in motion to the left. Handoff goes to the fullback up the middle. And he picks up about 3 yards. Looks like number 22 for the Cougars. Trevor Gallimore is who hands the running duties there for the Cougars.
You know, Pulaski's very, very, they're very, very happy with 3 or 4 yards of play.
Oh, yeah.
They're very content with that, and they, love handing that football off to number 22, Trevor Gallimore. He's kind of their stud back there.
Pulaski breaks a huddle, and it's a fake to Gallimore, and it pitches out to number 7, Isaiah Odell. Blacksburg does come up and make the tackle. Luke Poff in on the tackle. It's another pickup of about 3, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
Good open field tackle right there, Brad. Now we got them in a tough spot. If we just get one stop right here.
That's right.
Hopefully we get the ball back in good field position. But they're very, very happy just handing the ball off to that fullback for 3 or 4 yards.
Quarterbacking for the Cougars tonight is number 11, Bryant Nottingham. Nottingham is going to keep it, and he's close to first down, but I'm not sure he got it. He got a pretty favorable spot.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to give it to him. By the spot, it looks like he's going to have a first down. It didn't look to me much like he passed the 30-yard line, but they spot him at the 32, so that will be a Cougar first down.
It was just that mass humanity of bodies right there. All 11 guys, Brad, are basically within 3 or 4 yards of the football, so sometimes it's just hard to keep up with the ball right there, find out where it's at.
That is exactly right. Pulaski breaks a huddle, double wing set. Handoff goes once again to Gallimore up the middle. Gallimore picks up about 2 yards on the carry, and he's tackled there by a host of Bruins. Leading the way was number 10 for the Bruins, Aiden Eldridge, as well as number 2, James Rich. So good job there. Actually gave him a little bit more yardage than I anticipated. Looks like it's going to be a pickup of 4 on the play there.
You know how those referees just spot the ball on the hash, and they like to really always spot it on a marker for some reason.
Yeah, I guess. Now Pulaski goes into a 2 receiver to the left, single receiver to the right. Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle. He's got room. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. All the way down to the 30. Luke Poff is trying to bring him down, and they finally do bring him down at about the 6 or 7 yard line. That was Luke Poff and Aiden Eldridge on the tackle for the Bruins. But it just opened up. It just sort of parted the seas right there. And they spread them out.
Yep.
They put those receivers out and spread everything out. And Trevor Gallimore was able to pick up big yardage on that play.
Right. As soon as they spread out the formation a little bit, our safety started to spread out with them a little bit too. Just gave them a little bit more free space right there. The same formation back again.
Same formation. Ball spotted at the 7. 1st and goal. Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle. He's pushing the pile along, and he's going to be brought down at about the 2 yard line.
We're going to call his name, Brad, at least 40 times tonight.
Yes.
I bet.
In on the tackle for the Bruins, number 16, Kevin Jones, as well as number 66, Owen Castleberry. Ball is spotted at the 2 yard line, 2nd and goal from the 2. Single receiver to the left, a double wing set. Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle, and he is going into the end zone for a touchdown. Good solid hit there by James Rich, but it was just a little bit too late. He had already got into the end zone at that point. And Pulaski strikes first, so, they elected to receive the kick, and they made the most of it.
Yeah, Brad, that was about a 79-yard drive. Big part of it was obviously that really long run, but, we know exactly what they're going to do. They're not
That's
going
right.
to change. They're not going to change. 22's going to carry the football all night long.
Snap is back, hold is down, and Nottingham's kick is up and in for the Cougars. Our new score, 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Pulaski 7, Blacksburg 0. We're going to step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to ESPN Blacksburg.
Service is so important, and we don't mean just riding herd on people and looking for violations. Service in helping people, in being available, in being in dialogue, in participating in activities. Our police are true members of our community.
There was one day when I had a problem on the back of the building. Somebody was monkeying around, if you excuse the expression, that shouldn't be back there, and it was after hours. And I happened to just call the dispatcher, and an officer was here within minutes. The bottom line is that you don't want to mess around in Blacksburg. They're very responsive, they're very professional, and very quick.
They are hardworking, valuable individuals who are truly ethical and great people, just overall great people who I think, you know, Blacksburg is really lucky to have and to represent our community.
Welcome back. Bill Brown Stadium, David Crisfield, Hall of Fame night here for Blacksburg High School. Pulaski County Cougars strike first with a handoff to Trevor Gallimore. He takes it in from 2 yards out. Our score is Pulaski 7, Blacksburg 0. Pulaski set to kick it away, and the kick drives all the way back to about the 2-yard line. That's Logan Pennell. Pennell's at the 20. He's at the 25. And he's going to be brought down there at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Bruins will take over. 1st and 10. I tell you what, James, number 11, Bryant Nottingham, I mean, he's quarterbacking, he's kicking extra points, he's kicking off for him. He's quite the player for him, and he is only a sophomore.
He's, you know, he just took over the job, Brad, and he's making the most of his opportunity. He's a pretty good sized fella, Brad. You know, he's 6'1", he's long and lanky, he's got a little speed. You know, Pulaski's got a pretty good one there for the years to come.
Yeah. Blacksburg breaks out 3 receivers to the right. Carpa's going to roll to his left. He's got a little space there. He picks up about 2 yards on the play. It looks like he's going to be spotted down at about the 28. So a couple yard pickup on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bruins.
Looked like there's an opening and then it closed really quickly. You know, that their front is not overly big, but they're still pretty good size. I mean, you got Jack Allen right there at 220 pounds playing that end spot for him. I mean, he's a pretty good sized young man. Plays hard.
Carpa is going to roll to his right. He's got Luke Poff into the flats. He's at the 30. And he's going to be slung out of bounds over at about the 35-yard line on Pulaski County's side. That won't be enough for a first down, but good pickup on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Bruins. So it will be 3rd and 3. Ball is spotted at the 34.
You know, you pretty much got the whole playbook open right now, Brad. So 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
They went to the 3 receiver to the right look. It has been Pennell, Waldron, and Poff, and Aiden Eldridge in the backfield. Now it's 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, single to the left. Push pass goes to Luke Poff. Poff's trying to find a seam. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He might take it all the way. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and he is in for a Bruin touchdown. That looked pretty. He just found that crease and he hit it. And once he hit it, nobody was catching Luke Poff.
Nobody at all, Brad. Good play. Well blocked right there. We got a good seal at the edge. And I don't think anybody actually touched him at all.
No, I don't think so.
He found that. I mean, hey, this game might go back and forth all night.
Hey, that's all right. We'll take it. We'll enjoy that for sure. Extra point attempt for the Bruins. It is Liam Minna on. Carpa is set for the hold. Luke Poff is the snapper. He's probably trying to catch his breath, James.
No doubt.
Snap is back, holds down, and the kick is blocked number 8 of the Cougars, Chase Lawrence, in on the block. Somehow he slid through that offensive line there and made the block. So our new score, 6:46 here in the first quarter. Pulaski 7, Blacksburg 6. We're going to step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
You're never too old to learn a new skill. If you're even thinking about it, just go for it.
Come apply.
Just apply, just do it, just reach out for more information.
It's 100% worth it just coming down here and checking everything out. I think you'll learn. It's a wonderful experience.
You can, walk on the sidewalk, knock on the door and say, hey, I want to learn how to do this, and we train you.
Join us here. You're going to make friends that become family. You don't necessarily have to be an EMT. You could do technical rescue and climb trees and do scuba diving and things like that. It doesn't have to be, riding in the ambulance as the main EMT provider. Just come join us, have some fun.
You won't regret it. It's always good to do that first step, and that first step can be the hardest and the scariest step, but you can't do anything unless you do that first step. So I would say just reach out if you're interested, and that we would love to have you a part of our family.
Welcome back here, Bill Brown Stadium. The Bruins get on the board on a 66-yard run by Luke Poff. However, the extra point is blocked, so our score here is 7-6. Liam Minna drives the ball all the way back to the goal line, and that looks like it's going to be number 8, actually number 5 for the Cougars, going to be knocked out of bounds. Tanner Mace over on the Pulaski sideline. Looks like he got up close to the 40-yard line, James, so good return there because it was driven all the way back down to the goal line, and that was a good kick by Minna. It had great height on it, hang time. We just got to get down the field a little bit quicker.
Well, we looked awful bunched up, too, and you could see that seam from up here. It was pretty wide open.
Pulaski breaks the huddle. Handoff goes to Trevor Gallimore. Gallimore's moving up the middle, and he is going to be brought down after a couple yards of a pickup. In on the tackle for the Bruins looked like number 68, Caden Deeb, as well as number 66, Owen Castleberry.
Also, Liam Means did a good job cutting through there too, Brad.
That's great.
Great effort.
Looks like just trying to figure out who we've got. So it is Kevin Jones in it, inside linebacker, along with James Rich. Handoff goes to Gallimore. We had him in the backfield, but he slipped off, but he only picks up another couple yards.
Yeah, I like it. They're switching back and forth between that 52 look, and then they're showing that 5-1-1 look with Kevin Jones right behind the nose tackle.
Yeah.
Looks like he's kind of basically reading off whichever side the quarterback turns, and he's helping on the dive play.
That's good. Ball is spotted at the 45. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Cougars break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right. Gallimore is in the backfield, and Nottingham is underneath center. Snap is back. Handoff. Fakes the handoff, and actually it is a pitch back over to number 8, Chase Lawrence, and Lawrence does pick up about 8 yards on the carry, so that's going to be a first down for the Cougars.
Really good job of Javier getting off the block to make that tackle, Brad. I mean, you love to see DBs get off blocks and make tackles.
That's right. Yeah, and you got to. In this type of an offense, you got to be able to get off that block.
Yeah. Everybody is a tackler, right?
That's right.
I mean, there's, you're pretty much playing linebacker out there as a cornerback today.
Ball is spotted at the 47. Handoff goes to Gallimore over the right side. He's got room. He's at the 40, at the 35, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds there by number 17, Chandler Montgomery, and number 3, Luke Poff. He gets it all the way down to the Bruins' 28-yard line. Another big pickup there for Trevor Gallimore.
He's a good ball player, Brad. That time they really didn't put anybody in motion. They just actually used that guy to block this time. Just like the old wing T belly type of play right there.
And Gallimore is a junior as well, so got some youngsters out there playing. Nottingham goes underneath center. Handoff goes to Gallimore over the left side, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry.
And they're very content with that 4 or 5 yards, aren't they, Brad?
It looked like Castleberry as well as James Rich in on the tackle, as well as, I believe, Kevin Jones, just a host of Bruins there, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Cougars break the huddle, 2 receivers to the left, single to the right, 1 wing back to the right, and he goes in motion, and it's a pitch to number 8, Chase Lawrence, and he is going to be cut down for a loss there by number 1, Javier Waldron. Good job there by Waldron.
Yeah, I believe this is obviously 4-down territory right here. By watching the kicker in pregame, it doesn't look like he had, that 40-yard leg with him.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is obviously 4-down territory right here.
So ball is spotted at the 24. It is 3rd and 6, 3:46 to go. Our score is Pulaski 7, Blacksburg 6. Handoff goes to Gallimore. We had him in the backfield, but once again, he just slipped off, and he picks up about 4 yards, so it's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
It'd be great to see us bow our necks right here, Brad. It's like our ends and our tackles, when they close, they got to close down hard,
yep.
Go right to the fullback dive.
That's right.
You can't just get up the field because you won't be helpful at all.
Blacksburg has got their defensive set. Pulaski back. Can they hand off to Gallimore? And the Bruins stop them. That was number 2, James Rich, coming in from that inside backer position. And he tackles Gallimore behind the line of scrimmage. And it will be a turnover on downs. And the Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
You just saw a hole. I believe old Coach Gressman called a nice little pressure right there at the right time and went right through there. Nobody touched him. And when he laid the wood right there, Brad, he brought it.
He did. Great job there by James Rich. He's going both ways, offense and defense, and that young man plays with a lot of heart, so it's good to see him out there on that field. He wasn't able to play the first game of the season, so he's been a welcome addition ever since then.
Sure has, Brad, and I'll tell you what, we scored on our first drive. I'd love to see us do a little back-to-back right here.
Blacksburg breaks the huddle, 2 receivers to the left. Handoff goes to Aiden Eldridge up the middle. Eldridge falls forward and maybe picks up 1 yard to 2 yards on the play. Not a lot of room there for Eldridge, but he's able to make a little something out of it.
Yeah, I really like our matchups athletically on the edge with our receivers and obviously Luke running motion type of stuff. They're running that 52 defense, Brad, and they're pretty much manning us up across the board. So, we're one-on-one. I like our kids. I like our kids in a one-on-one situation. I think they'll win a bunch of them.
I do too. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. 3 receivers to the left. It is Pennell, Waldron, and actually the snap goes, and Ethan Carper takes it to the right-hand side. But he's met there. No gain on the play, but there is a penalty flag down.
It's got to be some type of movement.
I think it's a shift, illegal shift on the Bruins. Yeah, that is going to be the call, so Blacksburg will be penalized. And unfortunately, Ethan Carper took a pretty good shot for nothing right there,
Yeah, he sure did.
Ball is moved back to the 17-yard line, and it will be 2nd down still. So we're looking at about 2nd and, I would say, 13 yards to go.
Yeah.
2:12 and counting here in the first quarter. Our score is Pulaski 7, Blacksburg 6. Carpa surveys the scene. He's got 2 receivers to the right, single to the left. Eldridge is in the backfield with him. Carpa's going to roll to his left, and he throws it out. He's got Poff. Poff's at the 25. He slips by. He's at the 35, the 50, the 40, the 30. He's still going 20, 10, and he is in for another Bruin touchdown. How do you like that, James?
I love it. They gave him the whole field, and essentially it comes a little sprint pass. Basically becomes nothing more of a toss, right? You get him one-on-one in space with the guy. He made a miss. Good play call right there, using our kids' athletic ability. Really like it. See, he has muddle huddle right here and might be able to get a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's exactly right. 83-yard touchdown reception there for Paul. Liam Minna on for the point after attempt. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is successful for the Bruins. Our new score, Blacksburg 13, Pulaski 7, 1:44 to go in the first quarter. We're going to step away momentarily. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
So how do you guys usually brake? Brake with your back brake, not with your front.
Slide. Slide your rear tire, right?
No.
Welcome back here, David Crisfield, Blacksburg High School, and the Bruins strike again. It is Mr. Poff with his second touchdown of the evening, 83-yard touchdown reception from Ethan Carpa. Our score, Blacksburg 13, Pulaski 7, minute 44 to go here in the first quarter. And Blacksburg is set to kick it away after the touchdown. Back deep for the Cougars, number 5, Tanner Mace, as well as number 7, Isaiah Odell. Mena approaches, and he drives the ball all the way back to the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Great kick there by Liam Mena, and, you know, that's a weapon.
Yep.
You get them, and they got to start at the 20. That's a long 80-yard field, you know.
It sure is.
And so, especially with their offense, so, you know, great job there. Mena, obviously, he had the momentum and the intensity going there in that boot.
You know, it's huge for us too, Brad. We haven't covered kicks very well all year. You know, last time Pulaski had the ball, they started on the 40. So that's 20-yard difference right there. That's 2 first downs.
That's exactly right. Pulaski breaks the huddle, double wing set, single receiver to the left. Nottingham under center, handoff goes to Gallimore over the left side. He's at the 30, 35, 40. He's still on his feet at the 45, 50, and he is pushed out of bounds over there by number 3, Luke Poff, and number 2, James Rich. There is a penalty flag down at about the 33-yard line. Let's wait and see what.
Yeah, that's an interesting spot, Brad. You know, usually don't see a flag in that spot, so it's interesting. Maybe a face mask on Blacksburg? That's the only thing I could think about.
It is a face mask, 5-yard penalty against the Bruins.
Wow.
So that will be tacked on to the end of the run. Ball, Gallimore takes it all the way into Bruin territory. He's pushed out of bounds over at the 47. So the Cougars will get the ball spotted at the 42 of the Bruins.
I mean, you talk about Luke Paul for Blacksburg, how many yards he has tonight.
Yeah.
Then you flip the script.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
I mean, you're talking about number 22, Gallimore kid for Pulaski. I mean, he has an awful lot of yards tonight. I don't have any stats here, but I would hate to see how many yards he has already. It's got to be 130 by now.
Oh, yeah, he's really putting them on. Pulaski breaks a huddle, single receiver to the left. That is Marcus Reed. And handoff goes to Gallimore once again, but he is met at the line of scrimmage there. Aiden Eldridge was the first in on the tackle, as well as number 16, Kevin Jones. Only a pickup of a yard there. Ball is spotted at the 41, brings up 2nd and 9 for the Cougars.
And that's a big play. Anytime you can get this triple option offense behind the sticks, you know.
That's right.
1 or 2 yard gain. You put them out of the sequence they want to be in.
Nottingham once again under center for the Cougars. Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. He's brought down there by number 77 of the Bruins, Jackson Borrello. It is going to bring up 3rd and 5. Ball is spotted at the 37 of the Bruins.
Looks like they have to get one more playoff, Brad, based on how the clock is running.
Yes. Cougars break the huddle. Same set as it has been. Double wing, single. Got Gallimore in the backfield. Handoff goes to Gallimore over the left side. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and he is in for a Cougar touchdown. Same play that he got big yardage off of early on in the first drive. Just went right off of that right side, James.
Right off the right side, right off basically a little dive off C-gap area, between that tackle area. And tell you what, he pretty much ran through there untouched for a while.
He really did.
This might be a shootout tonight, Brad. It really might be.
Who would have thought that, right?
Yeah.
8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pulaski strikes again. Nottingham up for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good, so the Cougars retake the lead, 14-13 with 8 seconds to go. We're going to keep it here since we're so close to the end of the quarter. Yeah, James, it's, you just don't know what's going to go on here. Good thing is, if we keep trading possessions, Blacksburg does get it to start the second half, so that's a good thing.
You're right, and, we're really the only team that's got to stop tonight also, too.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right.
It might be who comes up with the most stops right now. Just basically, I'd love to see a 49-48 game.
Oh, I would, too.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a whole lot better than 70 to whatever,
whatever. Good thing about young kids and stuff like that, Brad, it's amazing how quick they put things behind.
Yeah, it is.
A lot faster than you and I.
You got that right. That is so true. And, that's why you got to give it to both these. We were talking about in the pregame. They come every game with grit and play hard, and you got to give it to them,
It's hard. We get an injury now. We're running a guy out there on the field. Got to get that 11th guy out there, Brad. You never know.
We need him. Logan Pinnell is back deep for the Bruins. Set to kick it away is Bryant Nottingham. Nottingham approaches the ball, and he drives Pinnell all the way back. And it is actually Liam Means that gets the call, and he runs to the side, and he is going to be brought down at the 16-yard line. Correction, that was Nathaniel Means. I would say he'd like to have that one back and let Pinnell get it. Pinnell was coming up on it, and he was going backwards. And, it's just one of those things. You got to let that deep person who's got the momentum coming forward get it.
Pretty much the rule is if it's over your head, let the next guy get it.
Let the next guy get it. That's right.
I tell you, but, tough field position, Brad. This kind of that field position we're talking about last week. We had no field position all week long, and can we dig ourselves out of this hole right here?
Exactly right. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right. And it is passed over towards number 12, Nathaniel Means, as well as Javier Waldron, but it was sort of in no man's land. Fortunately for the Bruins, it falls incomplete. Easily could have been intercepted there, but thankfully it was not. That's the end of our first quarter of play. Pulaski leading the Bruins 14-13. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're listening to Bruin football on ESPN Blacksburg.
Integrity, of course, is a key principle of the Blacksburg Police Department. That's both integrity of the organization, but also integrity of the individual that we're bringing to work on our team. You won't find better people anywhere than here at Blacksburg Police Department.
I've found in my years working with a variety of businesses in Blacksburg that the merchants kind of know that the police are there if they need them. They make themselves available, they come around, they introduce themselves, and just so that have an idea who's coming, and that familiarity really helps.
As a martial artist, integrity is a huge thing for us. So if I look at Blacksburg PD and law enforcement in general, the integrity they have, again, it goes back to the community and what they serve. The amount of hours they put in outside of it, and just in their community discussing things outside of their law enforcement, they try to interact with other people, and they don't even realize maybe they're a law enforcement officer at that time, and they're doing their job without people even knowing sometimes.
Start the second quarter of the game with Blacksburg and Pulaski. Pulaski is leading 14-13 here, but Blacksburg has the ball. It is 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Looks like having a little bit of issue here with the game clock.
There we go.
Yep, they've got it fixed here. So Blacksburg breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right. Eldridge is in the backfield. Logan Pinnell goes in motion. And Carpa looks to his left, but there's nowhere to go. Now he's just going to roll to his right and throw it out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Ball is spotted at the 16-yard line for the Bruins.
You know, we're lucky right there we didn't get a illegal man downfield penalty.
Yep.
So sometimes you get
yeah, we don't want to go that direction, do we?
No, definitely not, Brad. You know, need a good play right here. Luke Paul's not in the ball game, so there's our biggest weapon out right now. He's not in the ball game for injury. He just probably needs a quick
Just needs
break.
a breather, yeah. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Snap is back to Carpa. Carpa's going to roll to his left. He's got pressure on him, and it is going to be batted up in the air, but it's going to fall incomplete. Looked like number 36 number 35, Savion Thompson of the Cougars bats the ball up, but it is going to fall incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th and 10 from the 16 here. Crucial time here for a good snap and to get it off and good blocking up front there.
No doubt, Brad. That's Pulaski's first stop of the ball game right here, Brad. So
yes,
now each team has one stop, and that was a big one in the field position.
Snap is back. Mena's got the kick, and he drives it down. Ball hits at about the 42, and it rolls down to the 49, keeps rolling, and it's going to be spotted right about almost at midfield. So good job there by Liam Mena to get the ball out and get it driven back to midfield.
Yeah, we just started off, didn't have a very good
I can't understand that spot. I mean, it went to the favor of Blacksburg, but the ball was before it got to 50, and then they spotted it on the opposite side of the 50.
They're always going to spot it on the hash mark and also on the line, so it makes it easier to do whether it's a first down or not. So basically, Pulaski lost about foot and a half right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the way the officials always do it. It's just for convenience for them.
Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle. Gallimore is pulling the pile with him. He's carrying them all the way down the field, and he's going to pick up another 9 to 10 yards on that particular carry. It looked like we had him at the line of scrimmage, and he just carried them down there. That is going to be a Cougar first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 40.
Yeah, it's just that mass humanity. Sometimes we're just going to have to cut those trees down and go low.
Wow. Yeah, it's sort of like when we played the single wing back in the day, those big guys are going down and making piles, That's what you got to do sometimes. Pulaski breaks the huddle. They're in a tight formation. 2 wings, double tights. Motion, and it looks like Nottingham is going to go down the field, and he's got his guy there, number 10, Marcus Reed, with a 40-yard touchdown pass. Just basically lulled the Bruins right into that run game. They faked the handoff, and Nottingham drops back, and it ended up number 10, Marcus Reed, slipped behind the defensive backs, and he pretty much walked into the end zone there for another Cougar touchdown.
Wait, right before that, Brad, you mentioned Giles and how they lull you to death. I mean, just worked out perfect for him. Number 10, he's a pretty good.
Yeah, good
Marcus Reed, he's 6'3". He's an easy target.
Nottingham on for the point after, and that kick is up and good. Wow, I'll tell you what, Nottingham can kick that ball.
Well, pregame I mentioned earlier, I didn't think he had that 40-yard leg, but
Yeah, he's booting it right now.
Maybe he's getting warmed up.
Yeah, that might have been what it was. We're going to step away for a 30-second break. Our score here, Pulaski County 21, Blacksburg 13. You're listening to ESPN Blacksburg.
That's probably one of the things that really keep me going with being a medic. Even if I've been on shift, I've been here for upwards of 24 hours at one time. Just being able to be, that kind of knight in shining armor for these people that are having their worst day possible if they can't catch their breath or if their loved one isn't breathing or anything like that. When we walk in and we're able to do what we need to do to hopefully correct the situation. People in this area are just very grateful that we're here, that this is what we do, and that they continue to support us in what we do.
The drive to help people is what brings me here. I'm able to see someone in a situation that needs help, and knowing that I'm not helpless and just watching something happen, that's really encouraging, and it makes me want to continue in this field and be able to help others.
feels wonderful. You definitely don't feel helpless. I mean, I came to this squad not knowing anything except for the fact that I wanted to help. They provided all the training that I needed, and now I can go on any call and feel confident that I can definitely make a difference.
Welcome back here, Bill Brown Stadium. Pulaski strikes once again. Our new score here with 11:02 to go in the second quarter. Pulaski 21, Blacksburg 13. And Nottingham does drive the kickoff all the way back into the end zone. So the Bruins will take over at the 20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10. And it's good to see Luke Poff back out there on the field.
Yeah.
Got him a little bit of a break there, and he's back out.
You know, when you got Luke and you got Javier, and they can be on different sides, you know, it just spreads out your offense, your skill, talent, and all that. And it's, you know, they can't just focus on one guy or the other. So
that's exactly right. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Luke Poff is the lone receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Poff goes in motion, and Carpa's going to roll. He looks out, and he tries to flip it over Poff's head, and that's exactly where it goes, over his head, and that will be an incomplete pass, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bruins.
You know, I'd love to score here, Brad, but even if we don't, we've definitely got to at least get 2 first downs and be able to flip this field and not give Pulaski another short field right
That's
here.
exactly right. 10:58 to go here. Bruins are trailing the Pulaski County Cougars 21-13. 2nd and 10, ball spotted on the 20. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. It is Waldron and Poff to the left. Poff is going to go to motion to the right. It is a push pass to Poff, and Poff somehow slips away, but they did not fall for it that time, James.
No.
They got him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
A great job. Just get to the line of scrimmage,
It was.
Brad.
It should have been a loss, but Poff did a good job of just sort of slipping away there. So we are going to go 3rd and 10 here. Ball is at the 20. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Logan Pinnell is the lone receiver to the right. Correction. Here comes Poff. So that is Pinnell and Poff to the right. Javier Waldron to the left. Waldron is going down the field, and Carpa tries to escape, but that defense for the Cougars is all over him, and he is going to be brought down for a sack back at about the 13-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of about 7 on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and 17 for the Bruins, and that will bring on the punt team.
But no, that's not a good possession for us, Brad. Basically a 3 and out, and pretty much only had just over a minute in time of possession right there, and we lost about 7 to 8 yards. So, you know, Pulaski's looking to get it back in great field position.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. The problem is the field position.
Yep.
You know, we're going to be tight. Mena does get the punt away, and he drives it back to about the 45. It does get a good bounce, but it looks like Tanner Mace does pick it up, but he is going to be brought down over at the Pulaski sideline by Javier Waldron, so it will be Pulaski 1st and 10 from midfield.
Hey, Brad, I got a score update right here, and this is the first quarter. It's Christiansburg 20, Hidden Valley 6.
Wow.
And, you know, another 3A, if you're 3A rankings for the playoffs, it's Magna Vista who's doing really well. They're up 14-0 over Martinsville right now.
Wow. 2 good 3A programs right there. Pulaski breaks a huddle, 2 receivers to the right, single to the left. Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle, and he's got big room. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, the 10, and he is in for another Cougar touchdown. Just the same play, nothing fancy, James.
You know, and he's been carrying the ball all year, Brad. That's the one person that you have to stop.
You got to stop. You got
to stop the first phase of that triple option, you know, and at least get him to the pitch phase, and, you know, he's killing us right now, Brad.
Yeah, he is. You're exactly right. 9:17 to go here. Point after attempt by Nottingham. On the hold is Isaiah Odell. Snap is back, holds down. Nottingham's kick is up, and it is good. Our new score here, 9:17 to go. Blacksburg 13, Pulaski County 28. We're going to step aside momentarily. You're listening to Bruin football on ESPN Blacksburg. Welcome back here, Blacksburg High School. It has been all Pulaski County here in this second quarter. They have struck 2 times just quick. It is a new score of 28-13, 9:17 to go here in the second quarter. Pulaski's Nottingham does kick it off, but he does kick it out of bounds, so that will be a penalty flag, and the Bruins will take over at the 35. James, it's just been all Pulaski here this second quarter.
Yeah, you were talking about last 2 plays of offense for Pulaski. It's been a 40-yard pass and a 50-yard run.
And then, you know, for ourselves, from them defensively, our offense, we haven't been able to get anything going.
No,
you know, they've just sort of shut us down.
Yeah, last couple of possessions, we've gone backwards. So, very tough situation. We got to find something right here.
Very much so. So it is going to be illegal procedure against the Cougars on the kickoff. Ball did travel out of bounds, so ball will be spotted at the right hash mark on the 35, and that's where the Bruins will take over, 1st and 10.
Yeah, great field position, Brad. You know, our kickoff return unit hasn't done that great this year, and now we got you know, with the kickoff out of bounds, we got great field position right here.
Snap is back. Carpa goes across the middle to Javier Waldron. Waldron with the reception all the way up to the 45. It looks like it's going to be enough for a Bruin first down. Good job there for Waldron to hold on because he got slung to the ground pretty hard.
Yeah, Wade went up there and snagged that ball out of the air. Good, strong hands there by Javier. Good play action. I really like that, and I like the first down pass.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't done that too much tonight. That was great.
Good tackle there by number 7, Isaiah Odell. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Handoff goes to Eldridge up the middle. He's fighting, and he maybe picks up about 2 on the play, but really not a lot of room right there. That big defensive front right there just sort of got some penetration on our line, and just not a lot of room there to run the ball. But you got to try to run it. You got to keep them honest.
Yep. But our matchups are best on the outside with our receivers tonight, Brad.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like our matchups there, and you know, every time we've thrown the ball, we've thrown a pretty good ball tonight. So we're gonna have to keep, working, run, pass, and hopefully keep throwing that ball. And
ball is snapped back, and it hits the motion guy for the Bruins, and it's on the ground. But I do believe Ethan Carpa was able to get back on it, but it's going to be a huge loss for the Bruins if he is able to get back on it. He does get back on it. So basically we had our slot guy going in motion. Pinnell was going in motion to the left, and just about the time where he got to the snapper, the snap came back and it hit him in the leg, and we're lucky to be able to get back on that. It drives it all the way back to the 38-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 18 for the Bruins here.
Yeah, and Ethan took a pretty good shot when he went down to get that football, Brad. So I hope he's all right now. I mean, he's still out there. He looks okay, but now he's going to have to throw that ball. It's 3rd and 15. We're going to have to put it in the air.
Poff goes in motion to the left. Carpa's going to roll to his right. He's got a guy down the middle of the field. And it is going to be intercepted by number 7, Isaiah Odell. I'm sure Carpa would like to have that one back, because Logan Pinnell was 10 yards down the field away from everyone. And it ends up, Carpa sees the big guy, James Rich, right there, tries to get it to him. And unfortunately for the Bruins, number 7, Isaiah Odell, comes away with the pick, and it will be Pulaski ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, tough break right there, Brad. And hey, we're going to have to find a way to get a stop. Pulaski's got a couple now. We've only got one. We're going to have to find a way to get one right here. This game could get out of hand.
Pulaski breaks the huddle. Fakes the handoff to Gallimore. It is a pitch out to number 7, Isaiah Odell. Odell picks up about 5 on the play.
Good tackle by Luke Poff out there.
Yeah, good open field tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of extracurricular activity over on the far side next to Pulaski bench. It looked like Javier Waldron as well as number 10, Marcus Reed, going at it pretty hard over there. Ball is spotted at the 45 of the Cougars. It's second, I would say probably 2nd and 4.
Yep.
Handoff goes to Gallimore up the middle. He is going to have probably enough yardage for a 1st down. Pickup of about 4. I think he got exactly what he needed to be able to get a 1st down there.
One of those guys the line judges are walking in, it sure does, Brad. And I mean, there's number 22 again, Brad. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get it right here again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would, you just keep feeding it.
Yep, and you notice how quickly, Brad, they get to the line. They're not a hurry-up team, but it's 30 seconds, and they're all
ready to go.
All ready to go.
Pulaski does break the huddle. Ball's at the 49. Handoff goes to Gallimore. He's over the right side, and he is dragging Bruins down the field. He takes it all the way down to the 41, almost to the 40. That'll be another Cougar 1st down.
Starting to really, really lean on us, Brad, and starting to wear us down.
Wear us down a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Pulaski front just kind of getting a really good push right now.
Well, that's the hard part. Like when you do a quicker offense and you don't move the sticks, then your defense is at a disadvantage. Pulaski does break the huddle. 2 receivers left, single to the right. Gallimore once again lone running back in the backfield. He's going to break it off to the right. He's at the 35, the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, and he is in for another Cougar touchdown. Same play. Same play.
Talking about explosive plays, Brad. Their last 3 touchdowns, right? They've scored on a 40-yard pass, a 50-yard run, and another 40-yard run. Very explosive.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Extra point team comes on to the field. And it will be number 11, Bryant Nottingham, on for the point after attempt. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and Nottingham's kick is good. Our new score here, 5:26 to go in the second quarter. Pulaski 35, Blacksburg 13. We're going to step away momentarily. You're listening to Bruin football on ESPN Blacksburg.
What we're going to do first, we're going to ride down the Huckleberry Trail all the way to the little park by the lake. You guys know where that is?
Pulaski is now winning 35-13 with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. And Brad is now back.
Good job, Jameser.
Just working on my next job.
I kept smelling that barbecue, and I was like, man, I got to go over here and get a little bit of that. Nottingham approaches the ball, and he drives it all the way back, and it is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And Blacksburg will take over at the 20. 5:26 to go here. Pulaski with a 35-13 lead over the Bruins right now. Just this whole second quarter, James, it's just been all Cougars.
It's all Pulaski. And, you know, you're talking about, Brad, some big plays.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the 40-yard pass, the 50-yard run, another 40-yard run, and that's, Brad, they've done that in basically a 6-minute time frame.
Right.
They scored their first touchdown in the second quarter with 11 minutes and 2 seconds left. Now, their last touchdown was 5 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. So
Blacksburg does break the huddle. Hoff is a single receiver to the right. And it's going to be passed out to Poff. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. Looks like he's going to be knocked out of bounds, actually a little bit shy of the 25 by number 11, Bryant Nottingham. I believe that pickup is about 4 yards for Paul, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, but you can live with a 4-yard play.
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5-yard play, you know.
Absolutely.
That's great. We just got to move the chains and try to keep that defense, keep their offense has been so explosive off the field.
2 receivers to the left. Hoff goes in motion to the left, and handoff goes to Eldridge off of the right-hand side, and not a lot of room there. He maybe gets a yard on the carry, maybe 2, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and in between 4 and 5 yards.
I really like that look, though, Brad. You can kind of see it being set up with that same motion that they just ran with the double slants by the receiver and then run Luke on a wheel. You can kind of see it being set up, and especially with that matchup with a linebacker. You got Luke matched up on a linebacker. I think it's going to, you know, you're going to win that battle more times than not.
Right. Well, let's see what happens. Javier Waldron and Logan Pinnell to the left-hand side. Hoff is at the right. He is coming in motion. And it looks like Carpa is going to throw, but the receivers were not ready. It was just a little bit of a quick throw, and it's going to fall incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Bruins.
That's not what we need, Brad. That possession, Brad, right there was less than a minute, those 3 downs.
It just puts your defense at such a disadvantage there.
And you're not even getting a first down out of the whole situation. You know, it's just real tough right now.
Well, and you know, the hard part is, like, it's tough against any offense, but when you're playing an offense like what Pulaski's running, it's really difficult.
Yep.
Liam Mena's kick does travel all the way back to the 40-yard line, and that is where Number 5, Tanner Mace, calls for the fair catch, and that's where Pulaski will take over. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah.
4:24 to go here in the second quarter. Pulaski leading the Bruins 35-13. It started out just back and forth with each other, and it looked like we were going to just stay right with them, and then all of a sudden it's just been all Pulaski here in this second quarter, offensively and defensively.
Yep, they've played tough. They've just, as the game's gone along, they just started grinding harder than we have, Brad.
That's right. Looks like it is going to be a timeout for the Bruins. That's their first charge timeout of the half. We're going to step away here. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
We respect our police officers and they respect us. We have a unique community because we're a college community. They know how to meet our residents where they live.
Police officers are really first among all of us in American society. The only others who are kind of shoulder to shoulder with police officers, I think, are soldiers who are serving domestically or internationally. So it's a pretty tough job.
My brother's a New York City police officer, so I live day in, day out hearing stories of what he has to suffer from. I think overall, I think the community is doing their best to lift the Blacksburg Police Department up, and I think that the Blacksburg Police Department is doing their best to lift the community up and tell them we are here for each other, we're a team, we have your back, you have our back, and that's the, the main thing and the most important part of it.
Pulaski has the ball spotted at the 40-yard line of the Cougars. It is 1st and 10. 4:24 to go here in the second quarter. Pulaski leading the Bruins 35-13.
Brad got a score right here. It's Radford 29, Patrick County 10. That was a first quarter score, so I imagine it's even changed a little bit.
Pulaski in the tight look, double tight end, double wings. And it looks like Nottingham's going to go back to pass, and he's got his guy, number 10, Marcus Reed, and he pushes the defensive player off, and he is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 60-yard touchdown reception from Bryant Nottingham to number 10, Marcus Reed. There was 2 defenders on him, James, and he just sort of stiff-armed them, just pushed them out of his way, and walks into the end zone.
Brad, he did a good job. That ball was underthrow. He did a good job adjusting back to that ball. And
he's a good-sized young man, 6'3", 202.
Yep.
Nottingham, who just threw the 60-yard touchdown pass, will attempt the point after attempt. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. A lot of quick scoring happening here. 42-13 is our score. 4:13 to go here in the second quarter.
You kind of think back about it, Brad. That's the second time they've thrown coming out of a timeout.
That's right. You're exactly right.
That's, they had the 40-yard touchdown pass before, and then that one right there, the 60-yard touchdown pass. So.
Yeah, that's just
same play too.
And the defense, they really, they just sort of wore out, and so they're expecting that run though, and then the next thing you know, they hit that long pass and just could not stop them there. So 42-13 is the score. 4:13 to go. Christiansburg, you said was leading, correct, over Hidden Valley?
Yep, they were leading over Hidden Valley. Try to find some more scores.
I was going to say, some good games going on tonight, for sure. I had heard that there was a wreck or something on 81, so I didn't know how that would affect that game because they were playing at Hidden Valley, so I wasn't really sure.
It's actually 20-13 now.
Oh, wow. Correction, that is not Nottingham. That is number 85, Caleb Kreger, with the kick. And it looks like the Bruins, number 12, Nathaniel Means, is going to bring it up to about the 22, and he's going to be tackled there by the Cougars.
Yeah, I
think we got to get Nathaniel moving north.
North-south,
not east-west.
He caught the ball on the 20-yard line and only got 2 yards gain, but he ran about 30 yards. So
yes,
hopefully he can learn from that and
That's exactly right. He's young. He's a sophomore, so all learning lessons there. Bruins break the huddle. James Rich at the tight end position. Carpa's in the shotgun formation. Handoff goes to Aiden Eldridge. Eldridge has got a little bit of room there, and it closes up quick, but he's able to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
I can't see it. Did we just have 10 guys out there?
I think we did, because when I was looking, I think
we might have 2 tight ends in the game. I can't.
Maybe.
No, we only got 10.
Carpa is going to be sacked back at the 15, and that could be a reason why, if we only have 10 players out there, Coach.
I mean, I'm going to try to count, but I think
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. No, there's 11.
Okay, they must have 2 tight ends. I just couldn't see the other tight end.
Yeah, it looks like 11. I thought the first possession, though, or the first down, we only had 10. I don't know. Somebody might have slipped out there, but I saw the same thing when you were looking at it as well. So it's going to bring up, ball's going to go all the way back to the 16, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 16 for the Bruins. Blacksburg has 3 receivers to the right. Carpa's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw to Poff. Poff's got it up to about the 22, and he tries to make a cut and slips and falls. And so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Bruins.
This second quarter has not been very good to us,
No,
Brad.
it hasn't been kind to the Bruins, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And sometimes you have quarters like that, but, you know, we got to go in. We got to try to keep them from scoring any more here before the half. And then we got to go in and try to regroup a little bit.
Be nice. I mean, I was hoping we could have a nice sustained drive and be able to, you know, score right before half, then get the ball.
Yes.
Start the second half, but
Minna's kick is driven back into Pulaski territory, and it is fair caught there by number 5, Tanner Mace, at the 48-yard line of the Cougars. Once again, great field position for Pulaski County.
Seems like they've been around midfield all game long, Brad. Started on the 50 twice, I know of. They started on the 40, and then obviously on our side of midfield quite a few times.
Especially the second quarter.
Yeah.
You know. Pulaski does break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left. It's Mace as well as number 7, Isaiah Odell. Handoff goes to Gallimore around the right-hand side. He's at the 45, the 40, the 30.
No.
He might take it all the way to the house again, and he does. That is another touchdown for Gallimore and the Pulaski County Cougars. Same exact play that he recently just scored on.
You know,
somehow we don't have that contained. He's going up like off tackle, and then he breaks it to the outside, and we don't have anyone out there.
And our safety's, 10 yards deep off that, Brad. So basically, when he's coming downhill, you're one-on-one in a lot of space.
Right.
And he's going to win that battle, Gallimore's going to win that battle more times than not.
That's right, and he has shown that tonight. Nottingham on for the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. Our new score here, 2:06 to go in the second quarter. Pulaski 49, Blacksburg 13. We're going to step away. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
For me, it is such an honor, frankly, to be in that position when people need help. They have nowhere else to go. They have no idea who to call. They call 911, and I'm the one who shows up. What an honor that is to be able to provide care and compassion to my neighbors, my friends, my peers from the community. And, it's not always life-threatening situations. It's not always minor situations. No matter the level of care provided or the complexity that's needed to provide adequate health care to these neighbors, that's what we do. Right? We're not in it for the money, we're not in it for the fame, we're in it to serve others. And that's what makes our agency so great. For me, it's living out my childhood dream. This is something I've wanted to do since a child. And walking in and seeing a bay with 6 ambulances, 2 squad trucks, UTVs, SUVs, it is a little boy's dream come true. And the fact that I get to do that every weekend is something I wouldn't have anywhere else.
And the kickoff from Nottingham into the end zone, touchback. Bruins takes it their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Welcome back here, Blacksburg High School, David Chris Field, Bill Brown Stadium. And this second quarter has been all Pulaski County. Our score here, 2:06 to go in the second quarter. Pulaski 49, Blacksburg 13. Nottingham's kick does go all the way into the end zone, so it will be scored as a touchback. And Blacksburg will take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Brad, we have to do something on this drive. We have to score, go into the halftime, regroup, then come back out and score again and somehow get back in this ball game.
That's exactly right.
Competitive.
And Carpa's pass intended for number 2, James Rich, is out of his reach, and that will fall incomplete and bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bruins.
The last thing in the world we want is to give Pulaski another possession.
It was 2:04 to go, but no time went off the clock right there.
It started at 2 seconds went off.
Oh, was it 2 seconds?
Because it was 2:06 and then 2 seconds. That was a quick trigger over there on the
I
game
believe
clock.
I believe I'd be running it here, letting that clock expire a little bit. And handoff goes to Eldridge. Eldridge is brought down by number 6, Tyler Underwood. No gain on the play. That'll be 3rd and 10 for the Bruins. Ball is spotted at the 20. Clock is continuing to spin here. 1:44 and counting for the Bruins.
Yeah, we need to snap this ball with 1 second left on the clock.
Yes. Yeah, take it down as far as we can get it and get in to the locker room and regroup here at halftime.
Well, we're going to have a good time at halftime though, Brian.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Got a good show.
Got a special guest tonight, right?
Yep. Oh!
Snap is back, and it is bobbled. And I'm not sure. There's a lot of Cougars down there, and it is going to be recovered by the Cougars. And that is going to be, the ball is going to be spotted at about the 11-yard line. Ethan Carpa took another pretty good shot right there on the bobble. Not exactly sure what happened there, but
with that motion in the snap, it looked like he kind of lost line of sight of the ball.
Yeah. Pulaski gets the ball at the 11. 1:08 and counting here. Pulaski breaks the huddle, double tight end, double wing. Gallimore in the backfield. Handoff goes to Gallimore. He goes off the right side, and he is back in for another Cougar touchdown. We just can't stop him, James.
Nope.
We can't stop him.
I mean, that's basically this half, Brad. Explosive plays right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 explosive plays.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Unfortunately, the turnover does lead to another Pulaski County score. 1:03 to go here in the second quarter. Nottingham is on for the point after attempt. Snap is back, holds down. Nottingham's kick
Point after attempt
is blocked. Looked like number 64 of the Bruins, Crony Monk. Correction, that was number, that was number 68. That was Caden Deeb in on the blocked extra point. So our new score here, 1:03 to go. Pulaski 55, Blacksburg 13. We'll step away momentarily. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
Come and do a ride along.
So I'd encourage anyone to do a ride along.
I would definitely say come do a ride along. There's a ride along form on our website that you can do a ride along if you're willing to see the things that we do see in EMS sometimes. You do have to be prepared if you're going to do a ride along.
Because ride along, you actually come on calls with us and you can see exactly what's happening.
Ride-alongs are a fantastic opportunity for you not only to see the medical care that we provide, but see the other members that exist at this agency and all the diversity and all the excitement that having different mindsets and different ideologies can bring to your experience in medicine and within the community.
And there's no better experience than to actually see it. That way you can make your determination as to whether or not this is for you. We hope that it is.
Come see what our facility is like, come tour, come look at an open house. We are here 24/7.
You can go to our website and you can sign up for a ride-along whenever it best suits you. Come prepared, because we're not going to take you on a fake call. We're going to take you on a real call. So you're going to get to see exactly what we get to see.
Oh my gosh.
And a fumble on the return.
Welcome back here, Bill Brown Stadium, Blacksburg, Virginia. Nottingham does kick the ball off and drives it all the way back. It's Logan Pinnell with the return, and he takes it back up to about the 25-yard line, but a Pulaski County Cougar somehow rips the ball away, and it is going to be Pulaski's football, 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line, James.
Yeah, he literally ripped the ball right out of his hands. He just wanted a little bit more.
Handoff goes to number 7, Isaiah Odell. Odell is able to pick up about 3 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6, maybe 7 for the Cougars.
Gallimore must be a little worn out, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, they might need to send him over to get him a drink of water.
Probably at Lewis Gale getting an IV.
My goodness. It looks like Gallimore is out of the game right now for the Cougars. It looks like number 34, Parker Price, is in. Handoff goes to number 11.
Well,
he kept it. Bryant Nottingham with the fake, and he takes it right in for another Cougar touchdown. Looked like he was going to hand off to Price, but the quarterback, Bryant Nottingham, keeps the ball, and he takes it right in for another Cougar touchdown. James, this is getting way out of hand here.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes even not fun for them too, Brad. I mean,
oh yeah.
We had a great game to start with. First quarter, it was absolutely just a barn burner, 14-13, and they've scored basically, Brad. I mean, 40, how many now?
Nottingham's extra point is good. Our new score here, 9 seconds to go in the first half. Pulaski 62, Blacksburg 13. We're going to keep it here.
46 unanswered points.
Wow, that's hard to believe right there.
Yeah, very
it's
hard
just, I mean, and, you know, most of those scores were either first place scores or at the most 3rd or 4th place scores.
Yeah, very fast possessions. And, you know, but we gave them the ball twice right down there.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. 2 turnovers right there. Yeah. And really could have been 3 because of the other one that Carpa was able to land on off of the snap, who hit the motion guy. The biggest problem that we're having right now is we can't stop that belly run. You know,
yeah.
It's going right up, sort of off tackle, and then breaks it to the outside. We just can't stop it.
Yeah, can't stop it. He gets in a little bit of space, and you know he's pretty good size, and we just can't tackle him one-on-one.
Nottingham approaches the ball, and he is going to drive it all the way back into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. So the Bruins will take over at the 20. 9 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They will have time for 1, possibly 2 more plays, depending upon how they want to approach this.
Yeah. Well, Brad, you know, I like to approach it. Let's get back into the locker room.
Yeah, let's get into the locker room and regroup.
Yeah, don't give them anything.
Blacksburg's band is lined up down on the far side of the field. It looks like they're going to do a great performance for us tonight. Student body is out in full force. They are in their pink colors for breast cancer awareness. Snap is back to Carpa. Carpa is going to take a knee, and that's going to be the end of our first half of play, our score, as painfully as it is for me to say, Pulaski 62 and Blacksburg 13. We're going to step away for a couple-minute break here. When we return, we will have the halftime show. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
So one of the things we wanted to really highlight in this project was the history of the hand-to-hand playground. Once we went through the community engagement and came up with a new design, we wanted to honor the history, and the history is really these pickets. So we are removing the old pickets, we are cleaning them up, repainting them, resanding them, and then resealing them. So once the playground is reinstalled, we'll put in a brand new fence, and these two pickets will get reinstalled back up on the fence to show the history. These are the individuals that paid, that played, and that actually constructed the playground. So we want to honor that. We want to refurbish these, put these up so they look nice and clean, and also honor the new people that want to support us. The playground was wood, and wood is only as good as the day you put it in and it starts to degress. So if you had a 30-year-old deck, you probably would replace it. Well, this playground was over 30 years old. We need to replace it. So we're putting in with composite materials that weather better, do not splinter, safer to the touch and the feel. So that's really important to make the improvements in this playground. We'll also have sensory things. Not every child plays the exact same. Not every child wants the interaction that every child wants. So we'll have different areas and nooks and sensory adaptations for those children as well.
People love playgrounds, and people really love these playgrounds. We have them in India, Israel, Australia. I'm building in England. Where else? New Zealand, I know, and I've worked in Hawaii and Alaska. Yeah. The project itself was a little difficult because of the nature of the site. You know, having to store all the material way up there and have to bring it down. But as a result, you still have this great site that you can it's a beautiful spot for a playground. The playground itself is just it's magnificent. You know, like from the treehouse tower and the giant slide to all the other ADA features that are all throughout the playground.
I need you kids to count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Friday night to celebrate a victory, and it'll be a great homecoming week.
That'll be great. Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Stewart. Good luck in your new position here as principal of Blacksburg High School. We are underway here in the second half. Pulaski Nottingham does drive the kick all the way back into the end zone, and it is going to be a touchback, and the Bruins will take over at the 20-yard line.
We've said that a bunch tonight, Brad, so hopefully some way get a little offense going right here.
Yeah, let's hope so. Hopefully they went in at the half and just sort of regrouped a little bit. Yeah. And that's the important thing here.
Come out with that same energy they had in that first quarter.
Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Carpa looks over. He's going to throw to Javier Waldron. And Waldron does drop the pass. That's uncharacteristic of Waldron. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you're right. Very uncharacteristic. His hand's been, great all season.
Oh, yeah.
But it happens.
It does. You can't catch them all.
Yep.
He's made some unbelievable catches this season that he probably shouldn't have, to be honest. Yep. Blacksburg breaks a huddle. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right. Handoff goes to Eldridge up the middle. And he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Bruins.
Tough situation right here, Brad. You throw that little screen pass, and you hope your catches get 3 or 4 yards out of it, and you run the ball and hopefully get 3 or 4, and basically you're on schedule as an offense. But now it's 3rd and 9. You don't have much choice right here.
Yeah, you get behind the sticks, and just makes it very difficult here. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Luke Poff is the single receiver to the left. Logan Pinnell and Javier Waldron, 2 receivers to the right. Poff goes in motion. Snap is back. Carper's going to roll to his right. He's looking down the field. He's got Poff, and Poff makes an unbelievable catch, one-handed catch, and somehow holds on and picks up enough yardage for a Bruin first down. That's about a 15-yard reception. Unbelievable catch by Luke Poff.
Great catch right there. But what I really liked about it, as the play continued, Luke wasn't open to start with, but as the play continued, Ethan just kept rolling out, and Luke turned that little flat route. He turned it up the field, and it was the only place he could have caught the ball was exactly where he threw it. So it was a really tight window he got that ball in.
Great job. So first down for the Bruins. Handoff goes to Eldridge. Eldridge is going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. That's the most that he's picked up tonight, so that's a good start there here of the second half. Sometimes all you need is like that one little break, here or there to get that momentum going and shift it, because that's really what happened with Pulaski. They got that momentum, and it just kept rolling downhill.
Yep, and we could not stop it.
Couldn't stop it.
Yep. But 2nd and 5 here, good position we're in, and, we'd love to see us be able to convert it right here and make first down.
Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Snap is back to Carpa. Handoff goes to Eldridge. Eldridge over the left side, and he's going to pick up about 7 on the play, and that will be enough for a Bruin first down. Ball will be spotted at the 47-yard line of the Bruins, and it'll be a Bruin first down.
Yeah, got a little push right there too, Brad.
Yeah.
He did a nice job, it's just that little, kind of stretch type play to the left, and he put that foot in the ground and got north to south when he saw the crease, and good positive play.
Yeah, and he's playing out of position. He has been a receiver, so he's at running. Handoff goes to Eldridge again over the right side. It looked like he was going to have a good bit of yardage there, but he does get tripped up at the last second, but he falls forward, able to pick up maybe 2 to 3 yards there. It's going to be 2 yards. The ball's going to be spotted at the 49, so 2nd and 8.
I like
18
that,
to go.
Brad. Eldridge carried the ball 3 times in a row, so now you put a new running back in. You don't want those running backs, they tend to fumble if they get a little tired. So
that's right.
You just keep rotating them in, keep them fresh.
In for the Bruins at running back is number 4, Charles Latimer. Snap is back. Carpa throws over to Waldron. Good block there by Luke Poff. Waldron takes it into Pulaski territory down to the 48-yard line, so a pickup of about 4 on the play.
But 3rd and 5 is a lot more manageable than it's been all night long. We've had a lot of 3rd and 15s, 3rd and 12.
Right.
So 3rd and 5 is very manageable play. You have a lot of things you can do as a coach, a lot of things you can call.
Well, and they're moving the ball, you know, that's the thing, and that's what we got to have. We just got to keep moving. Poff and Waldron, left-hand receivers. Logan Pinnell, single receiver to the right. Poff goes in motion to the right. Carpa surveys the scene. Snap is back. Handoff goes to number 4, Charles Latimer. Latimer looked like he was going to have a little bit of room, but it's closed up very quickly by number 35, Savion Thompson. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bruins.
He did, Brad. You're right. I really thought there was going to be a positive play right there, and he could have made it to the 1st down marker, but it closed up quickly. And
very quickly.
And unfortunately, we got the punt unit back on the field again.
So Liam Minna is back for the punt for the Bruins. Back deep for the Cougars is number 8, Chase Lawrence. What about a fake punt here, James? Do we have that in our
Brad,
book?
What do we have to lose?
That's what I'm thinking. Snap is back to Minna. Minna drives the ball, and it's going to hit at about the 15 and roll. And it is going to roll dead at about the 4-yard line. Great punt there by Liam Minna. So that is going to put the Cougars deep into their territory.
You know, obviously we wanted to score. We wanted to keep the chains moving. But we started off on the 20-yard line, I believe it was, Brad. We got at least a few 1st downs right there.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you punt the ball back, now they're starting at the 5. So
the field position,
field
right?
Position has been killing us all year long. And, you know, we need to get a lot of that correct, especially on our kickoff return or kickoff cover units.
That is right. Pulaski does break a huddle. Single receiver to the right, single to the left. Double wings. Wing goes in motion. Handoff goes to Trevor Gallimore. Gallimore carries the rock up to about the 10-yard line, and that's where he's brought down by a host of Bruins. Looks like Aiden Eldridge was in on the tackle, and James Rich in on the tackle.
Was that number 34? Brad Parker Price?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Yeah, he's only a 9th grader out there. He probably played last night. He's a pretty good size kid,
yes,
though,
he
Brad.
is.
186 pounds? That's a 9th grader.
Yeah, 6'1". He is out there. You are correct. Getting a little bit of varsity time here. Bobbled snap, and it looks like the quarterback, it is a new quarterback. Number 9, Brock Schneider, takes the bobbled snap and takes it all the way down to the 41 to 42 yard line, so that'll be a 1st down. He just sort of picked it up off the turf and just went around the right side, and there was no one there to stop him.
Brad, I wish I kept count, but man, they're explosive plays. They're plays of 20-plus yards tonight. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, probably 7 to 8 at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. Snyder goes underneath center. Snyder hands the ball off to number 34, Parker Price. Pickup of maybe 2 on the carry. Ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Cougars. 4:21 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. It is a continuous running clock due to the score. Pulaski 62, Blacksburg 13.
That's something you hardly ever see right there, Brad. You know, the fullback just had the ball, and the referee was talking to one of the players, and the fullback just put the ball down, and that's where the ball spotted.
That's where they spotted. Pulaski breaks the huddle. Handoff goes to Price once again. Price is still carrying some Bruins, but a good job there by Blacksburg. Maybe picks up a yard on the carry. Luke Poff in, as well as number 66. Owen Castleberry and James Rich in on the tackle.
Love to see what their punt unit looks like, Brad.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 is the call here. Ball spotted at the 41. Pulaski breaks the huddle. And it is going to be a pitch to the outside to number 8, Chase Lawrence, but Lawrence is going to be slung down for a loss by number 2, James Rich, in the backfield. So that will bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
Yeah, good job by James Rich coming from his inside linebacker position to run down that the pitch off that. play right there off the triple option.
Yeah, he did a good job
Yeah.
sort of scraping right there and getting himself in position, finding that lane to go up through. So it looks like it is number 11, Bryant Nottingham, I believe, in on the punt. And back deep for the Bruins, looks like number 3, Luke Paul.
Sure, I'd love to see a good return right here by Luke.
Well, it's a flat kick, but it is going to roll and roll and roll, and Poff does pick it up, but he's going to be brought down at about the 13-yard line. There is a penalty flag on the play. Not exactly sure what that penalty is, but
I believe that might have been a little extracurricular activity right there, Brad.
Oh, there's another flag. Well, let's hope that's not against our guys.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose your composure.
Especially in a game like this. You just want to kind of play hard, finish it out, and go home. You don't need these
good
penalties.
Possibility that it... Let's see what the officials say. I don't want to jump to conclusions. Officials are talking right now. The first flag came during the play, and then both teams were back and they were spotting the ball, and then another official came in for another penalty. So something had to have been said at some point in time.
They're trying to figure this all out. They've been huddled there together for a little while. I wonder if hopefully
So here's the call. It is personal foul against Pulaski. Personal foul against the Bruins. So then there is an unsportsmanlike penalty against Pulaski. So the two penalties offset, but the unsportsmanlike will be a 15-yard penalty against the Cougars.
Yeah, that'll lead us to some good field position, hopefully.
That really will. We needed it.
No doubt.
That'll at least get us out close to the 30 anyway.
Yeah.
Ball is spotted at the 14. Yeah, I don't know exactly what was done or said for the unsportsmanlike, but it didn't set well with the official, that's for sure.
He reached in that pocket real quick.
Yeah, real quick. And, you know, that's the thing, like the officials, when you get a score like this, bad things can happen, you know, and so they're going to try to make sure that they don't allow that to happen.
You know, and that dead ball personal foul, you know, if you get another one of those,
oh yeah,
you're out next week. So
same thing for like the unsportsmanlike, correct?
Yeah, I think it's just a dead ball.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Brad, here's another score right here, and old Coach Beal's got them rolling over there in Floyd County. They're Floyd County 14, Carroll County 6, and that's in the fourth quarter.
Wow, that's good for Coach Beal and the Buffaloes. Blacksburg does break the huddle. It looks like Luke Poff is a single receiver to the left. Snap is back. Handoff goes up the middle to number 10, Aiden Eldridge. Eldridge is going to pick up 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for Blacksburg. 2 minutes and counting here in the third quarter.
Brad, I got another score. It's Christiansburg 41, Hidden Valley 20, and that's at the half score. So they probably already started. They're probably in the third quarter by now, but that's the closest.
Christiansburg's cranked it up a little bit.
Yeah. But, you know, Hidden Valley throwing 20 on them. That's a big surprise.
Yeah, that is a big surprise.
In the first half.
Blacksburg breaks a huddle. 2 receivers to the left, single to the right. Karpa's going to look to his right. He's got Poff, and it is caught. Looks like it will be spotted at the 38, so it looks like it's going to be just shy of a first down. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Good pitch and catch right there between Karpa and Poff.
Yeah. Brad, here's another score right here. This is the big Region 4D score to keep up with. Jefferson Forest 20, EC Glass nothing. That's in the fourth quarter. That Jefferson Forest team.
They must be the real deal.
They really must be, Brad. You know, I think they kept that game really close with LCA, too, if I'm not mistaken. I need to check that one out and be for sure.
Blacksburg does break the huddle. Snap is back. Handoff goes to Eldridge. Eldridge is met behind the line of scrimmage, so it is going to be a loss of probably 1 on the play. Looks like they're going to give him actually forward motion, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Ball is spotted at the 38. I mean, you have to go here, James. It's 30 seconds and counting here in the third quarter.
But the thing about it is, Brad, you think about it, we don't even need to snap the football. We just need to come over the sidelines and make sure we know what we're doing.
Know what we're doing, that's right. It is 19 seconds on the game clock, 29 on the play clock, so you are correct. We really do not have to snap it, but Blacksburg does. And they get the first. Ethan Karpa keeps it on a quarterback keep around the right side, and he takes it up to the 44-yard line. It will be a first down for the Bruins, and that will be the end of our third quarter of play. No score in the third quarter. Pulaski 62, Blacksburg 13. We're going to step away for the quarter break. You're listening to Bruin football on ESPN Blacksburg.
Service is so important, and we don't mean just riding herd on people and looking for violations. Service in helping people, in being available, in being in dialogue, in participating in activities. Our police are true members of our community.
There was one day when I had a problem on the back of the building. Somebody was monkeying around, if you excuse the expression, that shouldn't be back there, and it was after hours. And I happened to just call the dispatcher, and an officer was here within minutes. The bottom line is that you don't want to mess around in Blacksburg. They're very responsive, they're very professional, and very quick.
They are hardworking, valuable individuals who are truly ethical and great people, just overall great people who I think, you know, Blacksburg is really lucky to have and to represent our community.
Actually, it is a first down for the Bruins.
Yep.
And handoff goes to Aiden Eldridge. Eldridge is going to pick up about 5 yards on the carry. I had forgotten. I was thinking that the play had wound it down. I forgot about Ethan Karpa taking it for the first down. So handoff. And it looks like about a 6-yard pickup. It looks like number 4, Charles Latimer, is in now for the Bruins. Officials have directed a Pulaski player to the sideline. I don't know, maybe it could be a blood rule or something like that, not sure. Logan Pinnell is the single receiver to the right. Poff and Waldron are to the left. Handoff goes to Latimer up the middle, and Latimer maybe picks up a yard, and it's going to bring up third down for the Bruins. He does cross over into Pulaski territory.
That's good to see, Brad. You know, the game has been played on our side of the field all night. Nice to be on their side a little bit.
For sure.
Love to see the boys. I'd love to see them have another explosive play. We scored on 2 explosive plays, Brad, both of them Luke Poff, and love to see another kid get his name in the book for a touchdown tonight.
Wouldn't that be great? Ball is spotted at the 48 of the Cougars. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Waldron and Poff to the left-hand side, Panel to the right. Karpa looks, and he's going to roll to his left, and he's got Poff, and Poff will take it down to about the 42-yard line of the Cougars, and that will be enough for a Bruin first down. Another good little pitch and catch there between Karpa and Poff.
That little quick out type of flat pass to Luke tonight, and off a little sprint action has been very successful for the most part.
Very, very much so. You know, all it takes is one step for Poff, too, to sort of break through. He's got such good speed. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Poff is a single receiver over to the right-hand side in the slot. Poff does go in motion to the left. Handoff goes to Aiden Eldridge. Looked like he was going to have a little bit of room, but it closes up real quickly there by number 6, Tyler Underwood. No gain on the play. That will bring up 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 42.
That didn't take long for that little opening to close up.
No, I mean, they were right there on it. It looked like he was going to have a little bit of room, but it just was nowhere to go.
Yep.
Poff does come out of the game, as well as Logan Pinnell. In the game for the Bruins is number 12, Nathaniel Means, number 1, Javier Waldron, and number 89 for the Bruins, William Cross. Snap is back. Carpa's going to roll to his left. He's looking. There's nowhere to go. He's scrambling. He's all the way back to the 40, and he is going to get rid of the football, and that will bring up third down for the Bruins. Just nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think, not sure the people on the left side, the tight end and the wing, really realized it was a pass play because there was nobody out in the route. Brad, here's another score. William Byrd has kicked the field goal. They're up 16-0 over Botetourt in the fourth quarter. And also another one. Here's that Allegheny team that's consolidated finally with Covington, and sounds like they're doing a pretty good job. They're up 20-3 over Glenver.
Ooh, wow. So, that's surprising, too.
It is. I mean, a lot of these, that Allegheny team, you just really don't know anything about yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Bring a new school and new team.
Blacksburg breaks a huddle. 3 receivers to the right. Carpa's rolling to his right. He's going to throw downfield, and it is going to be out of bounds. Pass intended for number 12, Nathaniel Means. So that will bring up 4th and 10 for the Bruins.
Yeah, that's a tough play on the quarterback to make a throw, Brad. The ball's on the hash, and you're sprinting to the boundary. You're sprinting to out of bounds. So basically, you're cutting the field down.
Oh yeah.
To a third to start with, if you're sprinting to that to the boundary, and then the more you sprint, you're cutting the field down more. There's really nowhere to go with the football. Very tough.
Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Nathaniel Means and Javier Waldron to the left. Snap is back. Carpa's going to roll to his left. He's looking down the field, and he is going to throw it. It is intended for number 1, Javier Waldron, but it will fall incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs for the Bruins, and Pulaski County will take over at the 42 of the Cougars.
Well, thought we had something going there for a little while, Brad, but it didn't last long, did it?
Yeah, it looked like we did, and it just sort of stopped on us. So Pulaski does take over, 1st and 10 from the 42. Tip of the hat to Coach Akers, who has pulled all of his starters, it appears. He's got his youngsters in there, and he's trying to build his program. Blacksburg is going to call a timeout, and that will be their first charge. We're going to step away. You're listening to Bruin Football on ESPN Blacksburg.
So how do you guys usually brake? Brake with your back brake, not with your front.
Slide your rear tire, right?
No.
Blacksburg, Virginia, where the Bruins are trailing the Pulaski County Cougars by a score of 62-13. It's 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pulaski's ball, 1st and 10 from the 42 of the Cougars. Handoff goes to number 32 of Pulaski. That is Maddox Thompson. Thompson maybe picks up a yard on the play.
Hard to find him. He kind of
he
snuck through there right there, Brad.
Slipped right through there, didn't he?
Yep. Hey, another score right here, Brad. Down in Roanoke, it's William Fleming 21, Northside nothing.
Wow.
William Fleming, pretty good little ball club out there now.
Yeah. Looks like the Bruins got some new faces out there as well. Many of them JV players. Handoff goes up the middle to Parker Price, and he is met immediately there by number 88, St. Cooper Martin, as well as number 16, Kevin Jones. Going to be a loss of maybe a half a yard on the play. Looks like some new faces in there. Number 42 for the Bruins, Mitchell Lowe, as well as number 81, Mitchell Linkus. Number 33 for the Bruins, and we don't have a number 33 on our roster.
Yeah, it must be a young man moved up from last night.
Yeah.
JV roster. Oh,
ball is on the ground, and somehow the quarterback, number 9, Brock Snyder, comes out of it, and he is going to take it all the way down to the Bruin 34-yard line. It looked like we should have had a sack in the backfield. It was a bobbled snap. And actually, they're going to mark him out just beyond the 40-yard line, so it's at the Bruin 39.
I mean, he just scampers right around the corner.
Just right around it.
You know, Blacksburg's changed up their defense a little bit now. They're running more of a 5-3 look, and seems like they're being a little bit more aggressive.
Pulaski breaks a huddle. Looks like a handoff goes to Parker Price. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is as far as it goes there.
I mean, that's the most important thing, Brad. We talked about it, and, you know, obviously Gallimore had a big night, but it's all about taking care of the dive first.
Oh, yeah.
That's where this whole thing starts with. And then you can play the second phase of the triple option with the quarterback, and you can scrape with your linebackers, but you got to play the dive first.
In on the tackle for the Bruins, number 56, Connor McRoberts. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
That's great.
Handoff goes back over to number 7 of the Cougars, Isaiah Odell. Odell takes it down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Cougars.
It's a little crisscross play, Brad.
Yeah.
I mean, very well run right there. Kind of thought we had him. Our player just kind of didn't even see him, you know. Things happen so fast sometimes. Next thing you know, he's by you, you just barely touch him.
Pulaski breaks the huddle. Handoff goes to Parker Price. He's met there by Kevin Jones as well as Charles Latimer. And it's going to be a loss on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Cougars. Good defensive effort there by Latimer and Jones.
Yeah, Kevin coming from that middle linebacker spot right there, Brad, just sees a crease and attacks the fullback. Good job right there, and good tackle. He's made quite a few tackles tonight, Brad.
He really has. He's made his name known out there. You know, he's really improved as the years went along.
Yeah.
They had him at that defensive end, and they put him back here at the inside linebacker for tonight's game, and he's done extremely well. Pulaski breaks the huddle. Handoff goes up the middle. Correction is a fake, and the quarterback, number 9, Brock Snyder, is going to keep it, and he takes it around the right-hand side. He fooled everybody. He fooled me, he fooled the defense, he fooled everybody, and takes it in for a 31-yard touchdown run for the Cougars.
Yeah, you know, that linebacker and all that outside linebacker in that area, you know, his eyes just got caught inside. Next thing you know, quarterback steps outside, and nobody blocks him. But just this option offense, you know, it's just tough to defend.
Yeah, it is. And it is Nottingham on for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. Our score here, 2:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Pulaski 69, Blacksburg 13. We're going to take a break momentarily. You're listening to ESPN Blacksburg 93.1, 97.1.
You're never too old to learn a new skill.
If you're even thinking about it, just go for it. Come apply.
Just apply, just do it, just reach out for more information.
It's 100% worth it just coming down here and checking everything out. I think you'll learn. It's a wonderful experience.
You can, walk on the sidewalk, knock on the door and say, hey, I want to learn how to do this, and we train you.
Join us here. You're going to make friends that become family. You don't necessarily have to be an EMT. You could do technical rescue and climb trees and do scuba diving and things like that. It doesn't have to be, riding in the ambulance as the main EMT provider. Just come join us, have some fun.
you won't regret it. It's always good to do that first step, and that first step can be the hardest and the scariest step, but you can't do anything unless you do that first step. So I would say just reach out if you're interested, and that we would love to have you a part of our family.
Welcome back here, Bill Brown Stadium. The Cougars have struck again. Our score, 2:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Pulaski 69, Blacksburg 16. Nottingham kicks the ball off, and it is driven back to about the 5-yard line, and that is where number 89, William Krause, takes the return, and he takes it all the way back up to about the 32-yard line, and that's where the Bruins will take over 1st and 10 with 2:27 and counting here.
Looks like we got Chandler Montgomery coming in to be quarterback now, Brad.
Yes, we got to see Chandler last week, and there were some times that he was out there that he really showed his athletic ability. Timeout on the field is by the Bruins. That'll be their second charge timeout. We'll keep it here.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing him play basketball this coming winter, Brad.
Yeah, me too. I hopefully we'll have a good little squad out there this year, and I don't know, I can't remember who all we have returning. Do you remember, James? I know Chandler's returning.
Yeah, you got Wade Bland, you got Xavier
the Bland cousins.
Yeah.
They're back for 2 more years, right?
Yeah. And then got a pretty good bunch, pretty athletic bunch. Golly, I keep thinking about the one point guard that jumps pretty good. I just need to see the roster, Brad.
Yeah, there was some good JV players coming up as well. Blacksburg is back on the field. Handoff goes up the middle. Didn't quite catch the number there, but Blacksburg does pick up about 3 yards on the carry. Looks like there is a Bruin down on the field, so there will be an injury timeout here. I believe it was the ball carrier, and I still have not been able to see his number, James, but
I can't tell if it's number 4, Brad.
No, number 4 is here on the sideline. I see him. Looks like the Bruins training and medical staff, Dr. John Marr, goes out onto the field. I tell you, Dr. Marr has done a lot of great things for Blacksburg High School athletics, and continues to dedicate and donate his services. And tip of the hat, I graduated with Dr. Marr in high school, and played basketball with him as well, and he's just done a terrific job with his career, and it's great to have him back here in our hometown.
No doubt, Brad. He's definitely done a lot for my family. I'd like to personally thank him. I feel like I have his number on speed dial sometimes.
Yeah, I did that too when my kids were playing as well, and he always would pick up.
Yeah, you're talking about a couple of basketball players. We got Trey Seville, he's back. Ryder Creasy's back.
So we got a lot of players back. That's great.
Yeah, a lot of athletic players. We're not going to be 6'6" or 6'7", but we got a lot of athletic players.
Looks like number 10, Aiden Eldridge, is the injured player. He is coming off the field with some assistance by the coaches. Looks like it could be an injury possibly to his leg, but he is coming off the field with some assistance of his coaching staff. We hope that young man is okay. He has played a great game tonight, and filled in at that running back position, and has been doing a very good job. And the other part is he's done a great job defensively for us as well.
Well, they're bringing it back here, Brad. And are they gonna? Oh, they're gonna set up the. I hate to see this.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to take a look at him. In the game is Charles Latimer. Latimer gets the handoff, and he takes it up to the 41-yard line.
just hope it's nothing too serious. You know, he's a senior, and he wants to finish out the year on the field.
That's right.
Just hate to see any injury to anybody, but especially a senior has a few games left. You just want to see him finish out the year.
Yeah, it sure would be good to see that. So let's hope everything is okay there. Chandler Montgomery does get the play, and he travels back in to tell the huddle. It is 55 seconds and counting here. 3rd and 1 from the 41. Blacksburg breaks the huddle. Montgomery surveys the scene. Snap is back. Montgomery's going to throw it. He's got number 33 over on the side, and as I mentioned before, we do not have a name for 33, but it is enough for a first down, so good pickup there.
It should be the last play right there, Brad.
It looks like that is going to be the last play of the game. As the clock winds down, it is, ever since the first quarter, it's been all Pulaski. Our final score here at Bill Brown Stadium tonight, Pulaski County 69 and Blacksburg 13. We're going to step away. When we return, we will bring you the Bruins football ESPN Blacksburg post-game show. You're listening to ESPN Blacksburg 93.1, 97.1.